Good day, my highly esteemed viewers. You are welcome back to class. In our previous video, you were shown this particular periodic table, and we indeed said this is the modern day periodic table. We gave a brief introduction of this periodic table, and we also made reference to the skeletal periodic table. You were summarized periodic table of containing 1 to 20 elements, which you were taught in your elementary chemistry. So today we are going to show more light on how this periodic table looks like. So a subsequent video will be discussing more detailed work on it. As you can see, this is the modern day periodic table. The periodic table is divided into two parts. You have 8 vertical columns known as groups. You have this column 1, column 2, like that, and 7 horizontal rows known as period. This is the first row, 2, 3, like that. 7 horizontal rows known as period. Now, the groups are numbered from 1 to 0 or 1 to 8, depending on what they teach you. Both of them are correct. This is 1 to O, or 1 to 0, or 1 to 8, whichever, but I prefer 1 to O because of this helium. We'll get to know that one later. So the groups are numbered from 1 to O, or 1 to 0, or 1 to 8, as the case may be. Elements in the same group have the same number of electrons in the outermost shell. When you were in SS1, permit me to use this space. When you were in SS1, or when you were discussing elementary chemistry, you were told something like this: hydrogen, it has only 1 electron. This is the electron, we also call valence electron. If you have something like sodium, you have 11, 2, 8, 1. So you have something like this, 3 shells. This takes 2, this takes 8, and this takes 1. This last one is known as the valence electron because it's what is placed on the valence shell, have the highest energy in that particular sodium shell. So elements in the same group have the same number of electrons in their outermost shell. You can see the outermost shell is also known as valence shell. You can see this group 1, all of them have 1, 1, 1. You see it? They have 1, 1 electron in their outermost shell. Then you have group 2, you have group 2, 2, 2, 2. You have group 3, 3, 3, like that. So till you get to group O. Group O, you see the first one have 2. This is because the first shell need only 2 electrons to form a duplet configuration to be complete. As the first shell can take only 2 electrons. That is why you have 2 here. So when it takes 2, it's completely filled. Whereas the others need 8, 8. So this is a duplet and this is an octet configuration. So that makes them noble gas because the outermost electron is completely filled. So that's how elements are arranged based on their groups. Then you also have period. As we said, elements in the same group have the same number of electrons in their outermost shell, whereas elements in the same period have the same number of shell, not the same number of electrons. You see period 1 here, only 1 shell. Period 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. This division of electrons shows the number of shells and it corresponds to their period. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Then you see period 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So elements of the same period have the same number of electron shell. That's not the same number of electron, but the same number of shell. Now, as you go from left to right, everything you explain on the periodic table must be left to right, not right to left. As you go from left to right, you see that the number of electrons increases by 1, whereas the number of shell remains the same. You see this 281, 282, 283, 28, and so on and so forth. Whereas as you go down the group, the number of shell increases by 1. Along the period, the shell remains the same, but the number of electrons added to that outermost shell increases by 1. Whereas you go down the group, number of shells increases by 1, 2, 1, 281, 2881. You see it's increasing by 1. So that's how the elements in the periodic table are positioned. So you see group 1 and 2, their outermost electron is found in the s orbital, making them to be called s block element. You can see this from group 2, from group 3 to noble gas, which is group O, the valence electron are found on the p orbital. You'll be taught those ones later, the meaning of all these p orbital and others. So they correspond to the p block element. That is how those ones goes. Then in between group 2 and group 3, you see this group 2 in your elementary chemistry. You are not, most schools don't include it, though I included it in my own. Most schools don't include this. You see it, they skip it because you're only working with first 20 elements. We work with first 30 elements. So we just try to introduce it at that elementary level, so that when they go higher, they will to understand it easily. So, but it's not a compulsory, you must do it. 1 to 20 is equally enough. So that's for elementary chemistry. So from here, you can see this is group 2 and this is group 3, because you have 3 electrons in the outermost shell. In between group 2 and 3, you have a special group of elements known as the transition element or transition metal, because all of them are metals. The chemistry behind it you'll be taught in later class. Then you the outermost electron is found, or the valence electron found in d orbital, so they correspond to the d block element. That's how those elements are positioned. Then if you go down, you will find out that apart from this, you also have another one you call the lanthanide and the arthanide series. All these lanthanide and the arthanide series, their valence electron is found in the f orbital, so they belong to the f block elements. So these are the summarized form of the periodic table for now. So if you have any question, just put it in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching my video. Like I said, this hydrogen should not confuse you. Hydrogen it can also be placed in group 1, but it has a reason. The author have a reason for positioning it here, because it does not actually fit into one particular group. It can fit into group 1, can also fit into group 7. That chemistry will be discussed later. Thank you very much for watching my video. Kindly share it. God bless you.